Pretty good. Hey, welcome, my math friends. It's been a while, but we're back. A little video. We're trying to get a little more formal, I guess, if you want to think of it, for analyzing rational functions. So I want you to go to page 130. I think it's 130. Yeah, in the book, and there's just like a step by step, which I know a lot of you guys like, on how to, what should you do, just step by step to go ahead and analyze, which essentially means graph rational function, right? Rational functions like here. So I think this is number 9. So this is a little bit harder problem. So the first step is to factorize. So assume you do that. I want to focus for this one just on a little bit about vertical asymptote, and then it says in the book perform a sign analysis. So let's look at that real quick. So vertical asymptote, we're looking at the denominator, we're finding the zeros. So I'm going to factor that down. Now they usually have been kind to us, and you can usually just factor it directly using your diamond method, or for me, I'm just going to look at the negative 12, think in my mind what factors of 12 are going to get me to a 1 in the middle. 6 and 2 not going to work. 4 and 3 it's going to work, right? 4 and 3 is 12. The 4 is going to dominate. The negative is going to dominate, so negative 4, positive 3. So hopefully you can see that, or you could use your diamond method if you want. So now I can find the factors of the denominator. Now I know the zeros, right? The zeros are going to be when x is 4 or when x is negative 3. So in other words, it's kind of like restricting our domain. We can't let this function, we can't let x be 4 or negative 3. Those are our vertical asymptotes. So that part I think you guys are pretty comfortable with, hopefully. That part's not so troubling. So let's go ahead and just sketch negative 3. You do a dashed line and then 4. Now the next step is the sign analysis, and you've kind of been doing this already, but now let's be really specific about it. The sign analysis simply means what happens on either side of that asymptote. And what I like about in the book, and some of you guys are going to really love this, DMT will love this, is go to decimals. To perform your sign analysis, if this is negative 3, let's find out what g of negative 3.1 is. That little point right there, and let's find out what g of negative 2.9. So you just go 1/10 to the left, 1/10 to the right of the asymptote, and then whether that point's way up here or whether it's way down here, that tells you, if it's way up here, then you know that the function's going to climb up, or if it's way down here, you know it's climbing down. So that's what it means by sign analysis. So over this one, you're going to just figure out g of 4.1 and g of 3.9. And you can just use your calculator and throw it in to figure that out. And that does take a little bit of punching on keys and all that. So that's the vertical asymptote. You got it. You got a few points. You know the general direction, whether it's going up or down. Then you're probably going to need just a few more points. Pick some points that hopefully like 0.0 you can do. If you put 0 in here, you can see this is going to go right to 0, so you can plot that point. So you're going to plot a few more points, and as you know, when you have double vertical asymptotes, what's happening in the middle here can be kind of weird. You may have like a little S thing going on. You may have like a little parabola going on. You can have some different things, so you will have to pick a few points to see what exactly is going on here in the middle. So that's your focus here, is vertical asymptote and sign analysis. So that's what it means in the book on that one. All right, namaste.